Hi everybody, this is lesson 3.7 using formulas. This is going to be a really short lesson I think because we're just going to touch on how to do them and then you'll just follow through in the exercises today. Okay, so when you are using a formula, it means that you're going to take a formula that's an equation that expresses the relationship between related quantities. So let's take, for example, and I'll just call this example 1, even though your book doesn't call it that, a Fahrenheit versus Celsius. So if I had Fahrenheit, and that's temperatures, right? And I wanted to find out the Celsius, or the other way around. I had the Celsius and I wanted to find out the Fahrenheit. I would use this formula. So F is the Fahrenheit temperature and C is the Celsius temperature. So let's say your problem told you that the Celsius was 35 degrees. Excuse me. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to take that Celsius of 35 degrees and you're going to plug it into this formula. So you're going to put it in place of the C. So that means it's going to change to look like this. F equals 9/5 times 35 plus 32. Okay, then in this problem, we're just going to solve it with order of operations. So that means I'm going to do the times part first and then the plus. So when you're doing this, when you're multiplying like this, you can use your calculators. Remember, that's okay to do now. So I'm going to reduce like this, and then that gives me 63 plus 32. And that means my Fahrenheit temperature is 95 degrees. Okay, so the reason I'm showing you this is all you need to know for formulas is plugging in. So you're just putting in what C equals into the C. Okay, so let's talk about a couple formulas that you might see on your work today. And here they are. Okay, so you may see the one that I just wrote up there, but you should have that one on here. A couple of other formulas you might see are the perimeter of a rectangle is 2L, which is the length, plus 2W, which is the width. Okay, so this is perimeter of a rectangle. Okay, the other one you might see is the perimeter of a square. So that would just be perimeter equals 4S. Remember, perimeter is around the side of a rectangle, right? So you're going to take this, the length, like if the length was here and the width was here, and you're just going to do it 2 times because there's 2 lengths and 2 W's. Okay, the perimeter of a square is equal to 4S because S means its sides, and so you have 4 of those. So on a square, each one is a side, right? Okay, and then the last one that you may see is circumference equals 2 pi r. And remember, so this is circumference, and it's of a circle. I'm not going to write that down. Circumference is always circle. And remember, pi is 3.14. But you also have a pi symbol on your calculator. So use that if you're doing pi. Oh, there was another one that I saw that's going to be on your problem, and that is distance equals rate times time. So this is distance. This is rate, and that's a lot of times something like miles per hour. And then T is time. So that could be seconds, minutes, hours. Okay, so if you have any of these problems, you're just going to take whichever part they give you. So if it's a distance, rate, and time, if they tell you what the rate and the time is, then you're going to find out the distance. So for instance, if they told you I was going 35 miles per hour at, let's not use that, for 2 hours, then to find the distance, I would do distance equals rate times time. We don't know the distance. The rate is 35 miles per hour, and the time is 2 hours. So I'm multiplying those two to get 70. And since it's distance, I'm going to use miles because miles is right here in miles per hour. Okay, so on your assignment today, I want you to not just do the assignment. I want you to also read the pages 107 and 108. And then I want you to do the problems that will be assigned to you in the email. And that's all for today.